Your sign-up flow is bleeding users and you probably don't even know it. I've audited hundreds of these and 9 out of 10 have the same 3 friction points. But the good news is you can fix yours in one afternoon without touching a single line of code. Here's exactly how. I'm Emily. I'm a UX researcher with a PhD in cognitive psychology, and I help mission-driven organizations turn their data into actual decisions. And one of the biggest conversion killers I see are sign-up flows that ask people to trust you before you've earned it. Every form field is a commitment, and every click is a decision point. So every moment of confusion is an exit opportunity for that person. So today I'm walking you through the exact 4-hour framework that I use with clients to find the friction that's killing conversions. You can do this in a single afternoon. So let's start with hour 1. Hour 1, the friction audit. The first thing you need to do is go through your own sign-up flow like a complete stranger would. So this is what I mean. Open up an incognito window. This is important because you need fresh eyes on it. So no autofill, nothing that makes it easier than it would be for a real person filling it out for the first time. And go through your entire sign-up process from your landing page all the way to your confirmation screen. And I want you to screenshot every single moment where you hesitate, where you get confused, where you wonder, why are they asking for this? Where you have to think about what you're going to do next, and anywhere that it feels like it's taking too long. So where you question, like, is this even worth filling out? Then I want you to count your form fields. So just count every single one and write down that number. And time yourself as you're going through it. So how long did it actually take you? Because here is the truth about all of this. If you have more than 5 form fields, you're asking for way too much information. If it took you more than 2 minutes, then you've already lost half of your users. And if you got confused going through your own flow, your users are already rage quitting. Take all of those screenshots and organize them into a simple table that has 3 columns. What happened, what type of friction was it, and how urgent is the fix on a scale of 1 to 5. So for example, on your landing page, maybe it's unclear what they're signing up for. That's a value proposition problem. That would be priority 5. Or form field 3 might say, why do they need my phone number? That's an unnecessary field, and that's a priority 4. This audit is the foundation for everything else because you can't fix what you can't see. And most people are building sign-up flows. They're so close to the product that they have become blind to the friction points that exist. So do this step first, don't skip it, and don't assume you know where the problems are, so actually go through like a stranger would. All right, you've got your friction points documented. Now let's talk about why they're killing your conversion. The second hour is understanding the behavioral psychology behind your users going through the form. There are 3 main friction points that I see over and over, and they all come down to the behavioral psychology. Friction point number 1, too many fields. Every form is a micro commitment, and there's this principle in psychology called the goal gradient effect, and it says that people are way more motivated to finish a task when they can actually see the finish line. But if your form has 8, 10, 12 fields, then they can't see the end. It feels endless and they quit. Here's what you do. You go through each field and ask yourself, can I provide core value without this information? And if the answer is yes, delete it or move it to after the person has already signed up. Your users can complete their profile later. You can ask for their company size in a welcome survey. You do not need their phone number unless you're actually going to call them. Let's be honest, you're probably not going to call them. The rule is if it's for your data collection and not their immediate value, then get rid of it. Friction point number 2, unclear value. This is about loss aversion. So people are more motivated by avoiding loss than by gaining something. So if they don't understand what they're getting by signing up, all they see is the cost, which is their time, their data, and their effort. So you need to make the value proposition visible at every single step, not just at the top of the page, literally at every single step. Instead of your email field just saying email, it should say, where should we send your login link? Or where can I send you the PDF? Instead of password, it could say create a secure, instead of company name, say we'll customize your dashboard for, and insert the blank. That would be where the company name goes. If you can see the difference here, you're not asking them for information, you're telling them what they get in return. And add social proof near the bottom, near the submit, like a testimonial, your user count, trust badges, anything that reminds them that, like, yes, this is worth it. Friction point number 3, no progress indicators. Back to the goal gradient effect. If you have a multi-step form and you don't show people where they are in the process, it feels endless. So if you have more than 3 steps, add a progress bar, full stop. So use step indicators like step 2 of 4, show them what's coming next before they commit to clicking forward. Give them the finish line and let them see that they're making progress towards that finish line. All right, that's the psychology. Now let's actually fix it. Hour 3 is about implementation, and I'm going to give you a priority order because you might not have time to fix everything today. Do these first because these have the biggest impact. First, number 1, cut your form fields in half. Delete all the unnecessary ones, move the nice to have fields to the post sign up, and combine fields where you can. So one full name field instead of separate first and last name fields. Cut those in half. Number 2, rewrite your call to action. The entire button, just rewrite it. Your button should never say submit. It should never say sign up. It should never say download. You want something that's going to elicit a behavioral response. It should say like create my free account or get instant access or start my free trial. It's very clear what they get and make it benefit focused. So use first person language, be specific about what happens when they click it. Number 3, add value reminders all throughout the flow. Your headline should tell them exactly what they get by signing up. Your subheader should tell them why it's worth it. And right near your submit button, you're going to add social proof. So a testimonial, your user count, something that says other people trust this, you can too. Then do these quick wins next. Fix your microcopy so that every field label tells them why you need it or what they get. So add progress indicators if you have multiple steps. And test your flow on your phone like right now, because if it's terrible on mobile, you're losing half of your potential users right off the jump. And here's the thing, these are not just nice to haves. I had a SaaS client go from an 18% completion rate to a 47% completion rate just by cutting their form from 12 fields to 4 and rewriting their headline to be benefit focused. So that's a 161% increase in signups from the exact same traffic. So this is proof. These changes have real impact and they're worth your afternoon. Hour 4 is all about tracking your results. This is the very last step. Hour 4 is about measurement. Before you make any changes, take screenshots of your entire current flow and document your current completion rate and then time how long it takes you. Even if it's horrible, this needs to be your starting point. This is your baseline and you need to know where you started so that you can prove your impact later. Then make your changes, and after 2 weeks minimum, you need enough data, measure your new completion rate after 2 weeks. And then calculate how many additional users you're getting per month because you removed the friction. If you get 1,000 visits a month to your sign up page and you go from a 25% completion rate to a 40% completion rate, that's 150 additional signups every single month just from one afternoon of work. That's the ROI, and that is why this matters. All right, I just gave you the exact framework I charge $1,200 to implement with clients. If you want the full step-by-step playbook with all the behavioral psychology principles, the field-by-field decision tree, copy and paste fixes, and 12 AI prompts that you can use to optimize every part of your flow, I've got that for you, and the link is in the description. If you actually do this today or spend an afternoon doing this, I would love to see your before and after. Please tag me, send me a message, whatever. I really like seeing this stuff in action. Now, go fix your sign up flow.